everyone, so today we're just going to be doing a natural glam look, and to start off I'm just going to be using this Basin lip scrub. I absolutely love this stuff. So it's great because it's all natural, so if you get a little in your mouth, it's not gonna, hurt you at all, and it actually tastes pretty good, and it's great because it has oils in it that are just very hydrating. But if you don't have this, you can just use the e.l.f. lip scrub. It works just as well. We're just trying to get all that nasty dead skin off our lips. Moving on, I'm going to be using this Too Faced HangoveRX. This stuff is meant to be a primer, but I actually use it as a moisturizer because I do have really oily skin, but I also get a little dry in some areas. So I just use this to kind of combat the dryness, and then I'll use something later to help with oiliness. But if you are dry skin, then this is going to work perfect for you. And then this happened. Yeah. I hit the table and I accidentally dropped the mirror, and when I went to go get it, it was completely broken. And as you can tell by my face, I was not happy, but at the same time, it was only $1.50, so it wasn't that big of a deal. So yeah, girl, I know, we're just pushing past that. Now I'm going to be using this lip mask from Bite Beauty. This stuff is so good for priming your lips and just preparing it for any lipsticks or lip liners that you're going to be using later. And I like the way it feels just on my lips as I'm doing my makeup. Next, I'm just placing some of the Garnier 5-second blur into my fingers, and it was getting everywhere. But this stuff is amazing. It works just as well as the Professional, and it is a fraction of the price. This stuff works so well in filling your pores, and it's just going to help give your face a nice smooth finish. So I'm just going to be rubbing that all over my face and then patting it in just to create that flawless skin that everyone over here is looking for. I just grabbed this Morphe mixing palette that I have, and I'm just placing some Garnier BB cream on there. And let me just say that trying to get that out of there and drop it on there was grossing me out because I was like, what are you doing? But I got it out, so we're good. And next we're going to be grabbing these Cover FX drops, and oh my goodness. Can we just talk about these for a second? They're so amazing, and I love the idea behind them. I feel like I'm the last person to jump on the bandwagon for these, but I regret nothing, and we have to shake it, so I guess we're having a dance party now. Yeah, and then the hair killed the party. But we're just going to take some of those, and depending on the coverage that you want, you're just going to place however many drops you want. If you want a lighter coverage, you're going to use 2 drops, but I was feeling a little extra today, so I did 4. And I'm just going to be using a Morphe foundation brush just to mix that all around. I love this brush for mixing anything because for some reason I refuse to use my fingers. I don't know, it's super weird, but it's just how I'm used to doing it. And then I'm just going to be placing that all over the face just to kind of help to place that everywhere. And we're just going to draw ourselves a little mustache going on and just all over the forehead as well as down the neck. Next, I'm just grabbing this M439 to buff out all of the foundation that I have on my face. Although I honestly didn't like this to buff out this specific BB cream because it wasn't blending well and it was leaving my face a little streaky. So I went in with a Real Technique sponge, and this is honestly the first time I'm using this sponge, and it is amazing. It pushed everything into my skin and just gave me a nice flawless canvas, and I was actually very impressed because I was kind of skeptical, but yeah, we're all for that now. And then I'm just going to be setting my face with this Too Faced powder just to make sure we don't get any shine or anything, which I tend to get when I use a BB cream. Grabbing this Anastasia Brow Wiz, I'm just going to be filling in my brows a little bit. I usually don't like to fill in my brows too much because I feel like sometimes they overpower my face. I don't know if anyone else feels that way, but I'm just going to be going in, just filling them in just a little bit, just give them a little natural look and just help with any little patchy areas that I have going on. And of course, yet another dance break because apparently I can't go without dancing while I'm doing makeup. But moving on, I'm going to be using this Dream Wonder powder from Maybelline. I absolutely love using this powder on top of another powder because it just blends so well, and it's going to give your contour a nice soft finish instead of something too harsh. And I'm actually using coconut, and I feel like this was the perfect color just to help warm up my face just a smidge. Continuing with warming up our face, I'm going to be using this Milani Baked Bronzer in Golden just to add a little more warmth to our face, just because, your girl wishes she was tan, so fake it till we make it, right? Okay, so I'm just going to be applying that all over the face just to give me a nice little glow. And speaking of glowing, I'm going to be using the Champagne Pop from the Champagne Pop. Oh, girl, the Champagne Pop. I'm going to be using Champagne Pop from Becca and Jaclyn Hill. I absolutely love this highlight, and I feel like sometimes I go a little too overboard, but you know, shine bright like a diamond or go home. I guess that's going to be the new phrase. Going back into that same bronzer that we used earlier from Milani, I'm just packing that onto the lid with a Bdellium Tool 766 brush. This color is gorgeous. On the lid, it gives you a nice little orange bronze look, but on the cheeks, it doesn't actually come out orangey like it is on the eyes. And grabbing this Bdellium Tool 785 brush, I'm just going to be blending upwards just to kind of balance it out and not have any harsh lines. The great thing about this eyeshadow look is that once you've mastered it, it will literally take you a minute each eye to do it, and it's just going to be so great in the morning when you're in a rush. And on top of that, if you're new to makeup, it's just going to be super easy for you to learn this technique just to get you started, because when in doubt, just keep blending. When in doubt, blend it out. But like I said, if there's any harsh lines, just keep blending and then everything will soften out and smooth out in the long run. And I just grabbed a Bdellium Tool 780 brush, and I'm just placing some of the same baked bronzer under the eyes. And just as a little trick, I grabbed some Becca Champagne Pop, and I'm popping that right into the inner corners just to add a little bit of highlight to the eyes. Now grabbing any eyelash curler, we're just going to curl our lashes, and then we're going to place some mascara on them. Now today I'm using the They're Real from Benefit, and I've actually been really loving this. I only have the mini size, but I think I might go buy me the bigger version. And prepare yourself, we're about to have another dance party because a song I love came on, and just why not? Alright, getting that out of our system, now we're going to be putting some Demi Wispies onto our eyes from Ardell. I'm using the Duo Lash Glue as well, and glue takes forever to dry. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel so impatient when I put on lashes. And prepare yourself, this is the face of a girl who loves Taylor Swift, and I lied, there is more dancing. You know it used to be mad love, so take a look what you've done, cause baby now we got bad blood. Nobody ever expecting crisis still no more. Oh, it's so sad to think about the good times, you and I, cause baby now we got bad blood. You know it used to be mad love, so take a look what you've done. Continuing with our tutorial after I was so rudely interrupted by my own self feeling the need to sing and dance along to Taylor Swift, I just grabbed this L'Oreal brow gel, and I'm going to be setting the brows with that, make sure they don't go anywhere. And then I'm grabbing an Essence lip liner in Satin Mauve and just lining the lips behind the mirror, which you cannot see because, you know, I had to hold it a couple inches too high. But I just lined them and filled them in with the lip liner. And of course, I'm over here thinking I'm done, when in truth I'm not, because of course we have to set the face. So I just grabbed this Fix Plus from MAC, and I'm just going to spritz my face a couple times just to make sure that all of the makeup settles into the skin as well as blends nicely and our highlight is poppin'. And with that being said, that completes our tutorial. I hope that you guys have a lovely day and that you enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any ideas of future videos that you guys would like to see, comment that down below. I'd love to hear from you guys, as well as if you decide to recreate it, tag me on Instagram. I hope that you guys have a lovely day. Please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.